If you've seen our stories and socials and my website or stepped foot inside my office, then you know that I see a lot of kids at Capital District Family Chiropractic. In this video, I want to share with you what makes our office pediatric focused. It's not just the toys, the coloring pages, the kids activators, and all the fun that we have. These 5 must-haves focus on what makes us different from a traditional chiropractic office and what allows us to get amazing results with the toughest pediatric cases. Plus, I know that you have friends and family who may live further away, and you've recommended trying pediatric chiropractic care to them. This will help you and them know exactly what to look for when choosing an office. And not to get ahead of myself, but if you do need help finding an office like ours in another state, we can definitely help. Check out pxdocs.com directory. It has over 500 pediatric and family offices just like ours around the world for them to connect with. So, let me share the 5 must-have things to look for in a pediatric chiropractor so that you know without a doubt that you're in the right place. Moms specifically want to have the certainty that this is the right place for their child and family. They may have tried chiropractic before or have a different idea of what chiropractic is due to past experiences with other chiropractic offices or what they heard from their friends or family members or even what they've seen on the internet. I still remember there was a day early on in my practice that a mom called our PX office and said, I've been to a chiropractor years ago and a friend mentioned that chiropractic could maybe help my daughter with colic and constipation, but I've never seen a chiropractor adjust a baby. How would that even work? I want to go the natural route and also see someone who specializes in babies and kids. I looked at your website. Can you talk me through it? I get that question a lot. What does it look like? While we all know that no matter the industry, education is not everything in and of itself. Taking care of kids and especially tough neurological or chronic illness cases absolutely requires additional and advanced training for a pediatric chiropractor that goes far beyond taking care of the spine, back pain, sports injuries, and the things in standard chiropractic education. In order to really achieve clinical proficiency, a chiropractor should have at least an additional 80 to 100 hours of advanced training, be actively involved in ongoing advanced training still today, and is the sort of doctor who is constantly looking to learn, to improve, to find ways to get even better clinical results at all times. This is exactly why I invest each and every month on a consistent basis in my education. I train in a network with hundreds of other pediatric chiropractors through PX Docs, which is the most advanced and focused training available in the profession right now for pediatric and family care. And I'm actively working to recruit new chiropractic graduates who have been training with PX Docs alongside their traditional chiropractic education to be ready to serve these cases with me. Our community is begging for this care, and I know that I can't take care of everyone who needs it with just these 2 hands. So, first off, does this not mean that a child's pediatric chiropractor needs to have been in practice for a certain number of years or is a certain age? Honestly, some of the top pediatric and family chiropractors in practice today are young, but they chose to focus all of their advanced training and clinical experiences, such as internships and associateships, in high-level pediatric programs and offices. Many chiropractors awesomely have a big heart for taking care of kids and may even put the word family in the name of their practice. But day to day, do they see a lot of kids? They still end up with 80 to 90% of their patients being adults with back pain, neck pain, and spinal problems. So chiropractic is so wonderful for helping adults with those things. But it does mean that they then just don't likely have enough reps to really take care of kids at the most advanced levels as a pediatric chiropractor. When you come into our office, you will see kids of all ages running around, playing, helping to adjust their parents right alongside me. And while there are many adults working on restoring their health from neck pain and back pain that originally brought them into the office to begin with, even more are staying for their advanced wellness. We see traumatic brain injuries, seizure cases, neuropathy, spinal stenosis, infertility, irritable bowel syndrome, so many things that people don't even equate with neurological function until they come into my office and learn that their nervous system controls absolutely everything. Is your chiropractor using our Insight scanning technology, or are they still relying solely on simple and standard exams like posture and palpation? I cannot sing the praises of this advanced technology enough. Personally, I don't feel we should even be providing chiropractic care for simple cases like low back pain without first measuring the patient's central and autonomic nervous system function with this amazing technology, the neurothermal, the EMG, and the HRV scans. Looking to make functional and long-lasting changes to neurological function means two things. First, you have to get a baseline measurement to really know what you're dealing with and put together a customized and personalized neurological care plan and adjusting approach for that patient. Second, you need to then utilize this technology to continually track and measure progress. When we asked parents who previously saw other family chiropractors and didn't see the results that they wanted, if there were any continued progress evaluations, exams, scans, or ways to measure if real change and improvements were happening, the answer is always no, there was not. One thing to really watch out for is if your child's adjustments are pretty much the exact same thing every single time on repeat. If a pediatric chiropractor does not utilize scanning technology and a tonal approach to adjusting, which I'll discuss next, this is almost always the case. This is getting super nerdy and granular now with how chiropractic really works and gets the best results. And yet we can keep it really simple by saying what should be quite obvious. Every single case is different. Each child has their own unique case history with different forms of birth trauma, toxins, illness, emotional stress that negatively affected their nervous system. If a pediatric chiropractor does not consider all of these different factors and then personalize and match the adjusting technique and approach that they use to that child's specific needs, then they should not expect to get positive clinical results in many cases. We're trained and experienced in numerous chiropractic techniques and adjusting approaches, and we don't choose a favorite of what we like to do. We always choose just one single rule in mind. What is needed for that child to get the best clinical results? This one actually goes back to number 1 and 2 above, where if you don't have the right training and education on a multitude of techniques and the experience and the clinical system to know which one to use and when, then you're just not going to get the same level of results as someone who does. This is one of those things where something so simple can have a profound impact. If the care plan, which is how often a child is adjusted each week and for how long, if that care plan isn't enough, then put simply, there can be no expectation that a pediatric chiropractor can achieve solid clinical results. The care plan frequency and duration are so pivotal and important that we follow an advanced scientific approach to care planning and utilize it with every patient. If a general family chiropractor does not have an advanced and updated care planning system, and the recommendations for your child were just once or twice a week, or worse, once or twice a month, then there was no chance they'd be able to get real neurological change and results now, given our understanding of how stressed and subluxated kids are today. So if chiropractic hasn't worked in the past, it may be as simple as needing a customized data and experience-driven care plan that follows the principles that we talked about in this video. If you're right where many moms are, like the one that I mentioned in the beginning of this video, where she called our office wondering what a child's adjustment would even look like or how to know if they need one, I hope that this information helps you. And if you want to talk through this more and discuss the specifics, I'd love to chat. Most of our patients are parents too, whose kids all get adjusted regularly on a care plan. And they would love to share their experience as a parent and how chiropractic impacted their family too. If you have any questions, you can comment down below or send us a DM. Please share this video with people that you know needs to hear this. For your friends, family, Facebook groups. And please, any questions, you can give my office a call at 518-599-0067 or go to my website for more information, cdfchiro.com.